Give me the gory details.
Want the gory details?
All right, just give me the gory details.
And she will call you later with all the gory details.
You owe me nothing but the gory details.
Don't leave out nothing. We love gory detail here.
You know, I would love to sit and go over every gory detail with you, that boy. And I want all the gory details.
I want all the gory details.
I want to hear all the gory details.
Hear the gory details, I guess.
Another gory details. Gory detail with which you speak.
The gory details. Recount all the gory details.
All the gory details.
All the gory details.
Hear the gory details.
Please leave out the gory details.
Oh, that must have been a pretty gory spectacle.
In gory detail.
Which is going to have a gory feel to it.
Last one's a little more gory.
With all the gory details.
No gory details.
Tell her all the gory details, you snake.
Spare me. Spare me.
Spare myself, me ship, me crew.
No, spare me.
Not a lover's quarrel, pal. Spare me!
Spare me from what?
Of the gory details.
With gory stories.
It's not really scary, but gory.
Here's nature and all its gory.
Back in my gory days.
It's too gory.
It's pretty gory.
Gory.
The gory?
Gory. Gory.
Gory. Gory.
Gory.
And give me the details.
Give me the details.
Details.
And spare no detail.
I'll spare you the gory details.
I'll spare you the gory details.
You want the gory details? Yeah?
boy. Feels good to be out of the coffin there. Oh, hey, look, it's me. Let's get gory. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and girls, ghosts and goblins. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sean Gory, and I'll spare you the gory details. I'm excited to be here with you all this evening for our Monster Monday broadcast, where we are coming to you live from a little bit of Halo Infinite. It might not look like it behind me, because it should look a lot like Call of Duty Zombies. Wow, my eyes are super see-through right now. Dear Lord, it looks like I'm on some kind of drugs. Yeah, it should look like Call of Duty Zombies behind me. And that's for good reason, because I've been trying to make it look like Call of Duty Zombies. We are recreating Nacht der Untoten, which is Night of the Dead, or Night of the Undead, here in Halo Infinite's Forge mode. And the goal is to have two maps. One, we could do infection mode, where the players are infecting other players, and that's that. And the second mode will be the... I see you, Brayden. This second one will be a survival mode, just like Call of Duty Zombies, where wave after wave of undead bots chase after you and try to kill you. So that's what the plan is. But yeah, before we go any further, you might notice this giant blue donation bar in progress tracker for this little thing, whose name I can't say because Brayden gave us a word ban. So I can't say its name, but you can read its name right there. You can also read its name right here and right there. And I do happen to have a special command and a special emote that talks about that thing just there too. Wait a second. Did someone just subscribe? Brayden just resubscribed. Thank you so much for that, friend. So yes, that thing I can't talk about is an annual 24-hour charity gaming marathon. We're to play games and heal kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. This is my 13th year participating in this event that I can't say the name of. And it's pretty incredible. Yeah, so if you're a gamer or a gaming enthusiast, I cannot recommend enough checking it out. Brayden, hopefully I'm no longer delayed. I tweaked some settings while that little video was playing, so let me know. If not, I can like shut down the stream for just a second and bring it back up. By the way, I'm going to tell my phone to put a 2-minute timer on. You're good now? Good. Thank you for the heads up, buddy. I appreciate you. Hey, Bigsby. Put a 2-minute timer on the clock.
I'll start your timer for 2 minutes.
Although I've already been trying my best not to say this, I'm still going to put a 2-minute timer on the clock. Speaking of that event I can't talk about, Tuesday Has Gone Wild has also made me, they've used their Phantom points to make me donate $1 of my own hard-earned cash to said charity. So tell you what, I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to hit my magical button. It's going to bring me to my fundraising page. I'm going to click donate. And this is a Phantom Point redemption. And while it's loading for $1, I'll get my head out of the way, and I owe you a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Brilliant. I'm going to go ahead and mark that donation as complete behind me, and we're going to leave the word ban up for just a little bit. Appreciate you. There it is. There's notification. We're also going to put some tunes on for us here. This is a terrible throw. I got to readjust. Right. Brayden, I see you say there is good news and bad news. What is the good news and what is the bad news, friend? My mom can't get me the exact hoodie, but she's going to find me a different one. She always make you one, right? It's always an option. And there's notification sound. Awesome. So Let me... Oh, that link is super broken. That link is super broken, Braden. You'll have to DM it to me, and I'll check it out after the stream. Because this is what it looks like in Twitch. I cannot click that. It just says... Alright. I did it. I went a couple minutes. I did the full intro without saying that word. Thank you, Braden, for those phantom points. Appreciate you. Yeah. It is not clickable through Twitch, which is fine. It's fine. You don't have to give up. Just like I've said, it's the link is what's messed up. I think I don't think it likes a $sign, which is fair. Yes, Discord's the way to go. So Coax and I have put a lot of work in over the weekend. Coax even did some more work today. Like, I worked on it this morning, and I redid these bars. And they look much more interesting than just the Perfectly Straight Boys. So I'm going to do a quick run around. I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour. But I don't want to waste any time. I want to get right into building some stuff. I have a mental list of some things that I've been meaning to do. All that jazz. So bars are new. Tiles are new. We got torches. I can replace that hook, but maybe that's for later time. I figured out why there's a space in between it. Maybe it's a $sign. Maybe. We got some more debris. Ooh, these guys are made perfect. Braden, just send it on Discord. I feel like I said that already after the first one failed. Let's see what else here is new. We got some new signs on the door. Let me check the first floor. We did spend a good bit of time. I am running into things. We did spend a good bit of time filling this room. We have the beginnings of a mystery box here now. We have been populating things. I got this window behind the tapestry. It's not you, Braden. It is Twitch. Hold on a second. This deserves a pause in the music. I want you guys to turn your radios up as loud, or your speakers up as loud as you can right now. Tell me if you hear it. Here, let me do this. I remember SoundCloud rap. What's up, Tuesday? Welcome to the stream, friendo. Let me give you all a wave here. Ignore that stream elements command. That is for a sponsored stream I'm doing tomorrow and Thursday. I got another HelloFresh sponsorship, but this is not a sponsored stream. Do you guys hear the radio? Do you hear it? We've also got bugs or flies buzzing around these guys here. If you turn your speakers up all the way, you should be able to hear it. Happy to help, Braden, but that was all you, friend. That was all you. Okay, I'll put the music back on. That's all you really need to hear. Other than that, there's like fire sounds. Like, right here. Oh yeah, by the way, we got that going. We got half barrels. Okay. Let me keep showing you a little bit more from the first floor. Oh my gosh, I'm glitching through the ground. Yeah, so we got a radio, we got a mystery box, we got concrete masonry units, we got shelves, buckets, file cabinets. We gotta work on this tunnel. I'll get there. More debris, electrical panels. Am I still in? No. Yep, more signage. Let's go to the second floor. We did a lot of work on the second floor. Oh yeah, we have writing in the wall. You've been playing nonstop the new Call of Duty. Braden, it's your birthday and you got a new birthday present. Of course you're gonna. That makes perfect sense. How have you been liking it? Is it good? Oh yeah, by the way, We have done the ceiling and the walls and the cracks and the rebarb and all of the stuff here on the second floor. We've got this debris pile with the busted up lamp. I made a wine bottle, you guys. I made a wine bottle. How do I crouch? I made a wine bottle. That's not in game. I made it myself. Madness? This is Sparta! Kick you down the well. Welcome, Chaz. Welcome. Thank you very much. No, we put a lot of work into it this weekend, Chabs. Yeah, there's like cans of food on the ground, which is amazing because if I go here, check this out, ready? Hold on. There are cans of food on the ground. And like, oh my gosh, there's a wine bottle right here. There's a wine bottle right here. Like, you guys, this is not a one-to-one recreation. However, it is darn good. We do have some spooky lighting and this broken ceiling for where the light's coming in for the mystery box. And I got those things on the wall. Literally perfect. Like, literally perfect. Like, see that, and then you see what I'm talking about? By the way, if I ever made fun of or poke fun at misspelling like earlier, you said, oh, just one, don't take it personally. Honestly, I just type fast and hit enter, and then after it sends, I'm like, oh, that looks wrong. I just fix it. Or I'll just do the whole like asterisk and then type what I meant to say. What's funny is I've been taking Duolingo classes every day, learning German, and oh, we got some debris here. And some of the courses ask you to spell things on your phone. And I'll spell things and then autocorrect my phone's like, oh, that's not right. That's not English. And it changes it. So I get stuff wrong. So it's like, come on, give me a break. You know what make that owl mad? Exactly. Yeah, we got like a chair here and some debris. Yeah, we've been adding a lot of stuff. So one thing I have been meaning to do is work on this railing out here. I have been slowly replacing all of these really thick primitive railings with these ones I spent an absolute ton of time at making on the inside. And the last place those exist is outside. So that's what I want to work on today. So I'm going to save real quick, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So first things first, let's set our working folder. So this is technically just exterior structures. So set this working folder. These guys, I believe at the right height. So our height is at 522 here. Do I still have another prefab of this stuff? Shoot. Wait. This guy selected says 522. Is that the magical guy over here? Okay, cool. So as long as I don't change this elevation, we're perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and ungroup these. It almost sounds like the X-Files theme. That's weird. May I try the link one more time, Senior Gory? I have a different one. Getting permission first because I'm a good boy. Honestly, Brayden, I appreciate you asking. You are welcome to try to send the link. If it doesn't work, no big deal. It will all be good. That one works. That one works. And this is to... Oh, the Suicide Bloods hoodie. Okay. Honestly, like, $30 for a hoodie is not a bad price. I feel like that's so simple. If you can get that image, you could kind of print it off at home and make just like an iron-on, and that would save you a small fortune. It did work. It did work. It did work. Okay, so actually, what angle is this? This guy's angled at 116.50, which would put this one at 63.50. I think the other ones on this first floor are 64. 116, 64. Okay, so the spiral staircase is a little bit different because it's surprise, not a normal staircase. My mom bought it on eBay. Lurk away, Coax. Lurk away, friend. Same picture that makes perfect sense. What's the good news, Braden? What's the good news? Tell you what, I am actually going to delete these guys because we're not on the spiral staircase anymore. We are on a normal staircase. I'm going to delete these guys. So we're going to go bop, 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 bop. I'm going to go, and I'm going to steal those ones I know here. That's a normal staircase. And actually, what do we say that... Let me grab this top one, because then I know it'll end at the right height we want. I'm going to grab this top one. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. It duplicated the exact same height. Perfect. $623 or 16. Okay, that's not quite what I was looking for, but what are you gonna do? I was in the shower and, like I'm say, I snapped back into reality and just faced all that stuff that makes me sad, and I haven't been sad since. Braden, that's amazing. I will give that an absolute round of applause. Actually, I owe you a shout out too. I do owe you a shout out for that resub. Give me just a second here. Alright, it's not working. We'll do it manually. There it is. Brain, thank you so much for that resub, buddy. Appreciate you. And I'm glad to hear that you are actively taking steps towards your own happiness. January's a good month for you. I mean, having a birthday doesn't hurt. Being showered with presents, pretty sweet deal. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete these railings. I don't need them. They serve their purpose. No more. Sweet. Okay. So I need to find a view of the outside railing. That doesn't help me much. Let me take a closer look here. Okay, these might be really long boys. Okay. Long boys it is. Passed my exams. I subbed my favorite streamer twice. My favorite artist drops a whole new album. That's a great feeling, especially like if it's right at the beginning of summer. I only have school for 2 days. Oh, it's a long weekend. Good for you. Last but not least, I got back to school after this weekend. Start my job. My B-Day also helps. Those are all amazing things, Brayden. I'm super happy for you. I'm super happy for you. All right, well, I might have to do a little bit of hashtag good enough, but I do have a video I might be able to pull up. Let me see if I can find it. My buddy Coax sent to me. Me being able to get outside the map would be amazing. Not Google. Me being able to get outside the map would be amazing, but having someone else do it and then fly around will help tremendously. Give me just a second here, friends. Just a moment. Just a moment. Here we go.
Hi guys, it's Skimboot here, and
okay, so if I was to scrub through, I'll find a spot where it looks like he's outside where I am trying to work on. He's definitely outside the map now. Looking at plane parts. There's a bridge and antenna of some kind. Actually, it looked like he was right there. Okay, he was right there. He's not gonna walk up it though, is he? So he's in the cave. That's super helpful if I want to work in the cave. Okay, he was right there. He was right there. Okay, so it definitely looks... There's like a caged thing. Some boxes, a generator. Awesome. Some sandbags. Okay, so there's one really long set of stairs. A little platform, and then more stairs. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. I can do this for you and record it. Honestly, Brayden, I'm in the process of trying to do the same. We might have to talk about specifically the tools you use to do that. Are you using Nexus mods? Thanks, Dixper, bro. Okay, see, like this thing I've got is perfect. I just need it to be longer. So you were talking about the Nacht exploration. That's what I'm saying. So, like, what tools do you use to no-clip and get outside the map? Because I'm in the process of being able to do the same. And I'm asking what tools you use. Like, do you use Nexus mod? Okay, that looks about good. So, then just a mod or mod menu. Cool. What is it called? Because the ones I'm familiar with are called Nexus mod. There we go. Give a mod menu straight from the Steam Workshop. I didn't know Steam Workshop had mod capabilities. That's pretty neat. You think it is Nexus actually? Okay, that's quite funny. I'm gonna replace this because I thought there was a ramp. So hold on a second. I've got this website bookmarked: Entertainment, Play, Halo Infinite. And you guys have seen this on my build stream, right? And it's a 3D model. And the model has been super helpful, except that it's also killed a lot of our time because I'm like, oh, I just need a flat ramp here. But realistically, I need stairs, right? So there's a lot of stuff I built and invested into, and it cost me a little bit of time because I was modeling after things that aren't true. Like, so for example, here it looks like it's a nice casual droop. It's like 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, 4 piece, 5 piece, 6 piece. This is more of like the collision, really. There's way more stuff here than like just a board and some sandbags. Yeah, like it doesn't have like the bodies inside that we built. Yeah, it's missing a lot. It's fine. It's a good start. That's what we use it for. Our cave is very boxy because it's very boxy here. This was useful for a time, but we're better than that now. I did see that, Braden. I appreciate you. I appreciate the kind words, and I appreciate the resub as well. Appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna grab these stairs since I know that they kind of match the railing angle. Actually, there might be some stairs that are shorter because I think this takes us from the ground to the second floor. They're too long, so I'm gonna see if there's a shorter version of these stairs. Oh yeah, those are those are too long. Oh, Bryn, that means a lot, friend. I appreciate the kindness. Doesn't go unnoticed. So let's check the archive here. Accents, structures, slopes. You're gonna see stairs. So we don't want a ramp. Let's try stairs small. I think 4 might be too few. I see with that posture check, Brayden, thank you. Let that be a reminder for everyone at home to make sure they're also sitting up, correctly. Unless you're, like laying down or something, in which case, you're fine. As long as your spine is nice and aligned. Dab away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure small is too small. This was a Goldilocks scenario. I think we want a medium here. Yeah. I'm also going to build a temporary light here just so we can see what the heck we are doing. So give me just a second. Lights, generic light object. There. Now we can see what's going on. Captain Jermater! Nope. What's up, friendo? Let me give you a little bit of wave. If you guys don't know Captain Jim Raynor, they're a fellow Extra Life streamer, and they're on the same team as myself and a bunch of other of us Extra Life streamers. Or Extra Lifers, not even streamers, Extra Lifers. And my phone was absolutely blowing up this weekend because apparently Captain Jim was bringing in some cash for the kiddies. So, Captain Jim, job well done, friend. Finger guns. Playing some club music right now, apparently. Apparently. Okay, so I know you incorporated your Dixper integration into your stream with voice mod too. You're gonna laugh when you hear how some of those were raised. I know you incorporated Dixper and voice mod. Dixper isn't working, so Dixper's been weird since January 1st. It wasn't available right off the rip for the new year. They had to do something strange to incorporate it, and then since I've tried like the last week or two, I've tried launching it. It just auto closes on launch. I'm like, this is stupid. I've been able to launch Dixper if I right mouse click on it and force it and run it as an administrator. Oh no, you forgot your Streamlabs code? Oh no. That's why I got so many donations. I got so many text messages about the donations. That's funny, Captain Jim. I thought you were streaming it or just crushing it out there. That's funny. Hey man, it's all for a good cause. Slopes. So let's try medium. That is exactly right. That's a win for everybody, friend. That's a win for everybody. That deserves a little round of applause. Yes. Captain Jim Raynor just gifted a sub. What a son of a gun. To Joe Bobby Robot. Well, Joe Bobby Robot, welcome to the Gory Gang. Captain Jim, let me give you a shout out. My shout out button isn't working, so I have to type it manually like a Neanderthal. Shout out Captain Jim. There it is. You guys, I already mentioned and they already mentioned that they are an Extra Life fundraiser, which automatically deserves a follow right there. But yeah, we're even on the same fundraising team, which is even better. So definitely show them some love, friends. You won't be disappointed. Captain Jim is a Star Trek VTuber. They play, gosh, all kinds of games. Were you playing? Another one of my buddies was playing like a Knights of the Old Republic game. You weren't doing Fleet Command. I know I've seen you play Fallout, but I don't think you're playing Fallout now. I know you're doing Outer World for a while. I don't think you're doing Outer World now. What are you playing now, friend? You're $70 from catching me? I better step my game up then. Don't want to get caught with my pants down. Okay, so medium seems too long. So I might just have to combine two smalls to make like a schmedium. A schmedium stare. So that's what we're gonna do. This is all for the accuracy, for the lore. You're playing the Callisto Protocol. So I've never played that, but the trailers look insane. It looks exactly like Dead Space, which is terrifying, because that game is ultra spoopy. So you got some cojones on you if you're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna do this casually. It's meh. Oh, it's a ripoff. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, because like the trailer made it look super good, and from what I understand, it might even be like the same studio. How like Like how Back for Blood was basically Left 4 Dead, like the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, right? But I picked up Back for Blood. I played it for 15 minutes and I refunded it. I hated it and I loved Left 4 Dead. The controls were just... I fought with the controls for 45 minutes and I played the game for 15. It just... I hated it. That sucks. Like, I love spooky stuff. I love zombies. I loved Left 4 Dead. I did not like that game. But hey, not for me, I guess. But now that I think of it, of the 2 friends I know who bought that game, I don't think they've touched it since they bought it. Like, they sure did play it for all of a week and like, cool, I'm bored. So, maybe the game is just bad. And that's not a fun thing to say out loud. If I'm being honest, bro, how many things I counted and went, Dead Space did it first, like you're watching South Park or Simpsons. Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it. That's funny. I mean, like I said, like if it wasn't the entire studio that did the remake, I think it's a situation where maybe some of the employees did it. I don't know. The cinematics looked amazing. Sam Witwer, yes, yes. That guy is in everything. He's in literally everything. I think it's because, like, it's a little bit of like been there, done that, or like, I imagine it's why, like, you're familiar with Rick and Morty, right? Where there's another show called Polar Opposites, where it's Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon, and it's about aliens and stuff, and it felt like the Diet Coke, right? Or how there's Family Guy, and then there's, like, American Dad. Like, same animation style, same storytelling devices, same... It's the same recipe, but it didn't have the love. Does that make sense? Solar Opposites. Sorry. Solar Opposites, you're right. Hello, fellow Earthlings. What's up, Lone Wolf? Welcome to the stream, friendo. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to look at this stairs ingredients here. So we have UNSC concrete, and it's the 4th one from the right. UNSC concrete. Is the concrete cracked? Cracked. And then 4th from the right. Cool. Cool. Delete you, save. Speaking of just rolling, did you hear the news lately? I did hear, Braden. From what I understand, it sounds like they got charged with domestic violence, or they got hit with some domestic violence charges, which is a shame. And I don't know if it's true, whether that's what they have done. A general rule of thumb for me is always assume a rumor is false before you assume it's true. But if it's like a full-blown legitimate charge, then that doesn't look good for our boy. Oops. Where are we at here? Let's put this at 60, 650. Oh, that's looking so clean. Love it, love it, love it. How's your weekend? I got to meet baby Rowan. Oh, good. Just get back for the Slizzard. Welcome back, Lone Wolf. I'm glad you got to meet the Slizzard. Hopefully they are doing well. No, precious little baby. Precious little baby. Okay, so if I use 2 smalls, there's going to be a slight gap here. I could fix this with a single block, or I could just try combining these stairs. That look terrible? That looks convincing enough. Yeah, I'll just tweak the size of this. Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good. Did you hear about the Lady Cup story? Oh, Brayden, I knew who you were talking about. I don't know the specifics of that one, but I have seen all the memes. From what I understand, she might have hooked up with some co-workers, and now they're out of a job, which might be a bit of a double standard there, you know. Sure, if a dude did it, they're like, hey man, nice dude, player. But hey, it's not my place to say anything here. Wolf Rain, mind if I see a walkthrough? Wolf Rain, first off, welcome to the stream, friendo. Happy Monster Monday. Let me give you a little bit of a wave here. And I will give you a tour. Absolutely. I'll absolutely give you a tour. Bryn says, I'm shocked her wife took her back after that. Oh, I didn't realize that Lady Cop had a wife. So first off, Rain, let me start you off in the spawn room, right? So, or husband. Like I said, I don't know very much about that situation. Who knows? Who knows? So this is the spawn room, obviously. I literally just redid these bars earlier today. Like, that's like the first thing I did when I woke up before I went to work. Yeah. We got shells, we got debris, we got torches, we got sandbags, we've got shelves, we've got ammunition, we've got bullet casings on the floor. We have a gumball machine, which I don't love. This either can get updated or just removed completely. Halo Infinite's glass, it leaves a lot to be desired. And they only have squares. Like, there's no triangles, there's no any other shapes. It's just, here's what you got. But I digress. We have the stairs, which I am super proud of, because this is probably where I've spent most of my time, was building these stairs. We got doors in the wall, rebar hanging out of the floor and the ceiling. We even have the security room. Or not the security room, the power room with electrical zapping all over the place. We got the lockers, filing cabinets. We got glass shards hanging off of the windows, the boarded up windows. We have, hold on a second. Turn your volume all the way up as loud as it can go. Do you hear the buzzing flies? Can you see them? There's embers flying around, but you can also see the bugs flying. Do you see them? Yes. So, that's a thing. Automod. Yee. We got the shelves, we got tires, we got fuel canisters. Hold on, this texture's not loading. There we go. Every like blockage thing is unique. So for example, inside of Call of Duty Black Ops, you can hear the bugs, you can't see them. If you're in the game, Lone Wolf, you'll be able to see them. So, was always on my back? Well, hear me out. What if we don't say weird stuff? There it is. Yeah, what if we're not involving ourselves in other people's business? So, yeah, every window is blocked with unique stuff. So, for example, you can see the rock, 2 sandbags, a bunch of ammo cases. Right here we have a rock, 2 sandbags, and a bunch of ammo cases. We got the dead Marine. There they are. And then over here there's no rock. That's a bad example because it's too similar. There we go. There's exclusively sandbags and 2 boards. We go over here. Sandbags and boards. Brilliant. We do have the start of the mule kick machine. Oh shoot. This thing might get a little bit of love later. But right now, we still got so much stuff we want to do. We want to work on the exterior, all kinds of fun stuff. What up, my nerds? Welcome, Bashsticks. Let me give you a little bit of a wave, friendo. Fellow extra lifer right there. I just fell through the floor. There we go. Yeah, we got a mystery box on top of some concrete masonry, or concrete masonry units, or cement masonry units, or cinder blocks. We would of course love for this to open and close and dispense weapons. That's on the list. Right now, we're just populating the map. Do you think you would be capable of making an original map with this kind of art? Ooh, that's a good question, Wolfrain. Recreating a map is definitely easier because you have a blueprint. It's like, hey, do this, right? I don't think with all of these things available, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to put bull casings here and wine glasses here. Like, why would I put a wine bottle next to the radio? It makes sense that it's here, you know? Why would I'll put a wine bottle here? It's because it exists in Black Ops 3. I literally went out of my way to painstakingly place dirt and debris. The box is new, Lone Wolf. We did a lot of work this weekend. Coax and I basically put in like a full work shift. Like, there's a wine bottle here and 2 cans of food. Wine bottle, 2 cans of food. We're placing dirt, or we're placing trash. Right here, there's a can of food and a wine bottle. There's a can of food and a wine bottle. So we're going hard. We're going hard. So to answer your question, Wolf, having this as a blueprint is definitely it's helpful. It's helpful. So is there a skelly in that box? That's a good question, Lone Wolf. I don't think there's a skelly in the box, but if we can get it working, that box will give you presents. So ultimately, you just need a narrative to help guide the art. Wolf, I think that's a fair statement. I think anyone needs inspiration, right? And I think that's what most art comes from. Like, there's this quote people say, there are no original ideas anymore. Everything's a reference of a reference of a reference, right? Even if I was to tell you, like as a kid, draw the sun. You're going to draw a circle with rays coming off of it, and you might even give it sunglasses. When you look up at the sky, the sun doesn't have sunglasses, but you saw it somewhere with sunglasses, so now as a kid, you always see sunglasses. Or if you're like, hey, draw a house as a kid, you're going to draw a peaked roof, there's going to be a door, a window, a chimney, and you're going to make clouds come out of it. Does your house actually have a peaked roof? Who knows? You could live like in a very boxy house. You could live in a condo. You could live in an apartment. Do you have a chimney? No idea. Most people don't. It is instilled in us, right? Everything is reference of something. Everything's an inspiration of something. You pull from stuff you don't even know about. So, yeah. This is the second floor. This is where the lightning will come in and saying, hey, the mystery box is right here. Art is telling a story, Wolfrain. Never thought I'd be so excited to take things from the crypt. Yes. We got debris. We got more lockers and boxes. We got this guy here who's just barely hanging on. We got these windows up. More wine bottles and cans, which are existing in the game. We have this debris pile here. Eventually we'll have the gun cabinet with the sniper rifle there. But yeah, we got debris on the ceiling and the walls, rebarb everywhere. More ammo boxes, more that stuff. We got dead Marines, we got tiles on the floor, we got electrical panels. I'm a layout guy myself. Been doing arena layout since Reach. Ooh, I've been doing Halo Forge since 3, but Reach's Forge was so good, so good. Yeah, we got a dead Marine here. We got this dead Marine here. Oh, I just fell through the floor. What? We got this dead Marine here, and we're missing a torch. And then we got this dead Marine here who's got a... He took an axe to the chest. Rest in spaghetti nevergetti. But yeah, Fire... Or Wolfrain, not Rain of Fire. Great movie. That's not what we're watching here. That's where we're at so far. So that's a little tour. I'm going to save real quick. I'm also going to... Oh my gosh, Christian Bale, Matthew McConaughey. What's not to like? What is not to like? Is this a prefab here? No. This is a prefab. Okay. I'm going to set this to floor 2. Room 1 deco. Set this working folder. I'm going to duplicate this. And we're going to put this over by this Marine because it's where it belongs. Just for fun, where in the map is it? Oh, Bash, you dirty, dirty rat. Oh, and a dab, okay. Yes. Okay, so it's literally just wedged in the corner. Okay, I can do that easy peasy. So we're gonna do one of these. And we can change like the type of light it is, like whether it's like a point or a spot or whatever later. There we go. Yeah, I mean we've even got like the caution signs, which says, hey, this is a restricted area, and then sure enough, in German, this is, hey, restricted area. Alright, well, if you look over my shoulder, you'll see that Bash Sticks just used their Phantom Points to make me donate $1 of my hard-earned money to Extra Life, and they also need a dab. So we'll do a dab for donation. So let me pull over my donation page. Pull open my Extra Life donation charity page. And click donate, and this is for a Phantom Point redemption. There it is. Give you a drum roll as I click the donate button. There it goes. And we also got a dab, so let me slap in some dab emotes real quick. But thank you so much for those Phantom Points there, Bash. Where is my dab emote? There it is. Perfect. All right, gang. Well, we have been streaming for a full hour here. We got a little bit of progress done outside, and that's what we're going for, and we're going to keep doing that. But speaking of Extra Life and donating to charity, we are going to go ahead and run a miracle story. I'm going to go refill my water because this is pretty empty. I'm going to refill my water. We'll take a quick break. Wolf Rain, thank you so much for that follow, friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We're going to run a quick miracle story to talk to you more about Extra Life and to tell you how we're raising funds here for kids by playing games like Halo Infinite. Don't go anywhere. We have a great rest of the stream view. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Since the day when I took her from the hospital, she never stopped crying. I had to sleep her on my arms every single night. Then when I put her in the crib, she started crying, so I had to hold it. I do the same thing every day, every night, for 40 days. So the pediatric came and she said, you know what? I asked her, what's going on? What's going on? Tell me what's going on, because she speaks Spanish, so I can ask her. And she says, something wrong with your baby, but don't worry. So she sent me to the children's hospital. They had to do x-rays on the bone. So when they do the x-rays, that's when the big mess starts. The whole left side is broken. All the ribs broken. All the arm broken. When she showed me the x-rays and I saw the bone like that, she said, when you change the diapers and you pull in, they broke him. I feel so bad. I completely broke her leg every single day. Every single day.
The bone has something in it called collagen. Collagen is the rebar, which is what goes into cement to make it strong. The bone produces calcium, but it's just brittle. It just doesn't have a normal strength to it. A careful mom unbuckling them, taking them out of their car seat, getting them in and out of the bathtub. Routine daily activity will sometimes break their bones.
She always has to wear those braces.
The nature of her legs are not strong enough to support full-time activity. Kids with mild osteogenesis imperfecta who get, say, 15 fractures, we fix them all and they're pretty normal as adults. She's had so many broken bones and she has so much deformity accumulated over the years that no, she's never going to be a normal walker.
I was about 6 years old and we were going to church. Called my dad. I remember telling him, hey, Daddy, I can stand up now. And I was walking, and I slipped in the water. I broke my leg, and I was crying so bad that I wish that I had died when I was born.
When you're taking care of kids, what is critically important is that you remember and focus on their heart, because that requires just as much healing as any other part of their body.
Our services here with our specialists, our pediatric surgeons, orthopedic surgeons, they have made her life as successful as it is because they've been able to provide specialty operations and surgeries and such that have given her the ability to grow as normal as she can, to make her bones a little stronger on the inside.
Taking care of special kids like her that's our thing. The whole team here, from our therapists to our nurses to the people who check Milka in when she comes in the morning, that's why we're here.
If she didn't have Children's Hospital here, she would really, her family would probably have to move to Los Angeles or, Sacramento or the Bay Area just to get care.
When I saw in the water, it's the safety place she got.
I feel like I can walk because I stand on the water and I can stand and not fall.
I not worry about in the water. When she was in the water, Mommy, I'm here. Everybody says, it looks like a mermaid. I'm a mermaid.
It's an unfortunate disease that she has. However, I think that certainly has defined Milka in that it's made her a very, very strong girl.
She's just battled through everything and done everything anybody could ever ask of her.
For her and the things that Children's Miracle Network funds have been able to do to help her in her care, it's critical. It's made a huge difference in her life.
Hey friends, we are back. What you just saw was a miracle story, or just a really good example of how the funds raised here, playing games with extra life like Halo Infinite, makes a world of difference for kids in need in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. We're doing that today with some Forge, where we are recreating Nacht der Untoten from Call of Duty Zombies. We're making some really good progress. It doesn't happen overnight, but hey, we're putting the hours in anyway. I'll put some tunes back on. We'll get my giant head out of the way, and we'll get rock and rolling with some more progress here. Let me do just that. Ghost says I've been slowly making progress on my banished version of Truth and Reconciliation hangar map. It's largely just inspired on the center room's layout, and the rest is just flow I built in, making it fit the art and being interesting. That makes sense. And I've explored it. It is pretty fun, Coax. By the way, Coax, I did see... Hold on. That you managed to squeeze in this hole right here. Looks super good, man. Looks super good. Thank you. Okay. So in terms of this bit right here, do I still have that... Oh, shoot. Was this running in the background the whole time? I thought I paused it. I had it to a spot where I know he was on those stairs. Doesn't matter. I am going to pull up a model. Entertainment, play, Halo Infinite. So we finally finished Stranger Things this weekend. So looking forward to season 4. Oh my gosh, Bash, did you love Eddie Munson? Eddie Munson was just so good. Okay. Okay, cool. So even on this model, it looks like there isn't a vertical support beam here, which is true. There's just one here and one there. Loved. So good. Good. Thank you. Glad to hear that. Like you know, like I had anything to do with it. Okay, cool. So this should end, in theory, in the middle of that vertical post. So if I do kind of just duplicate this down real quick. Fine. We'll do it the hard way. Thank you. We say the Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. Hey, hello. Chrissy, wake up. Chrissy, wake up. Gotta wake up, Chrissy. What's funny is my nieces and nephews in Pittsburgh haven't seen Stranger Things. Not like it's a bad show for kids. But they just haven't seen it, right? But they have seen like all the TikToks and all the memes. So when we showed up for Halloween, they're like, "Oh my gosh, Chrissy, wake up!" And it was too cute. It was too cute. Too cute. Okay, so did it end at the edge? I would argue that it ended in the center, so we're gonna try making it end in the center. You have Famine Pit? I do have Famine Pit. Rachel's nieces and nephews. That do be how relationships work. I don't know if this might be really narrow, or like a really short landing way. No, man. Rachel's mom and dad are my mom and dad. Rachel's nieces and nephews are my nieces and nephews. Just as I'm sure Kate Putblug's brothers are your brothers. And how their dad is your dad. Yo, daddy. Nope. I don't know. I think you got a soft spot for Mr. Plug. Well, I could get crazy here and like really overthink this, or I could just make it a hashtag close enough, and I think it's gonna be the latter. I could also do one of these, where I bring this up. There we go. Pull it out here. Okay. Lovely has fan with Shadower. Aw, yes. No. Shadower's babies are... those are absolute perfect examples of little cubs that you need to take under your wing. Lone Wolf. Okay. Yeah, this feels too high. Son of a bulldog. You guys ignore that HelloFresh ad. This is not a sponsored stream. That's happening tomorrow. And if you're in my Discord or follow me on in my social media, you'll find more out about it tomorrow. Shoot. I mean, just looking at this, it does look like it's like this one's the length of 2, and this one's the length of just 1. Maybe I should have used a medium, and I could just shove the other medium in the ground. Let me take another look at the mediums. The medium's way too long. Okay, so I made the right call by using 2 shorts. It's fine. Part of this short... Oh. Do we want to do a third? It's like this guy will be... This section will be made of 3 shorts, and this guy will be made of like 2 or less. That's what we're doing, folks. Okay. So what we're doing. Budget, we'll do it live. Okay, that's kind of the vibe right there. I mean, it's extending forward way more than I'd like. But it comes to the end of the pillar here, which is exactly what it's doing. Okay. It's fine. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to have the same vibe. It's going to have the same vibe. Okay. And I could potentially conceal some of that by squishing some steps together here. Looks right, because it's almost to the same window. Bash, I need you, like, in the office. Just to be like, you know, Sean, you're not overthinking it. I can give you some pom-poms. Like, I need that positivity. I need that affirmation, friend. Send those vibes. Give me that spirit bomb energy, folks. AZ Wilco, what's up, friend? Welcome back, Wilco. Oh my gosh, what is that emote? Oh, it's a unique emote. I just saw in Unique's Discord today that he basically had a seizure this week. And like when I say basically, I'm like, that's an understatement. It's not that he basically had a seizure, he full blown had a seizure. I feel terrible. Like that is a not good time. I can't imagine, like, I've been around people who have had them and it's scary. I can't imagine what it would be like to be the person who's having it, you know? I hope that they get the care that they deserve immediately. That's not a fun thing to like, oh yeah, this can happen anytime. They're talking about they lost their license. Like, holy smokes. Not that they lost their license. Maybe just like their driving privileges, right? Either way, my heart. Take my energy. Yes. Long time in Infinite Realm will cause that. I mean, yeah, Unique has been putting in some hours. Not that, you know, Coax and I haven't been doing that either. Or no, but Unique is doing the Lord's work. I'll tell you that right now. Unique, son of a gun. Unique is doing the Lord's work. And it is super scary. It is super scary. He's good too. I mean, what's the thing like about like strokes, cardiac arrest, seizures? Like it can literally happen to anyone at any time. Like you could be the healthiest guy alive and just like flipping a switch, and that is a scary thought, friends. This is why we are kind to people. This is why we tell people we love them. This is why we do our best to take care of those around us, because you never know, friends. You never know. Okay, so the length of this ramp is looking much better. Like, I know we overshot this cylinder, or not the cylinder, this pillar here, but just like the vibe of the stairs, looking good. It's looking good. And I know they are the cracked concrete on the inside. I don't think that makes sense so much on the outside. I'm going to change these to the... Sorry, I said that wrong. I know that the floors inside are this tile. Why would they tile outside? I don't think that makes as much sense to me. I think I'm going to change this to concrete. Oh, this is UNSC concrete. Brushed. Panel floor. Nay, nay. Nay, nay, I say. Concrete cracked. So it's really funny that you mentioned you want me to come in as your hype man. My youngest has been mine lately while gaming. Oh my gosh, Bash, what are like the things that they're saying? Like, you got this, Dad? Like, please tell me more. That's super cute. What's funny is I wasn't being like my uncle's hype man, but we were just all hanging out this past summer with some family from out of town, right? And my uncle's a very smart guy. He literally is retired from working for IBM, and he was telling me a story about he was in town visiting my mom and my dad, and I was just a baby. I couldn't talk. Was like crawling around. I don't think I could walk yet. Couldn't talk. But they were playing the original NES, the original Nintendo, and they're playing Super Mario. And he was just sitting there doing his thing, and I just crawled right up to him, and I just sat in his lap, like underneath, like he's on the controller, right? And I just like whoop. And I didn't want to play, but I wanted to watch firsthand. I wanted to watch him play from like the best seat in the house, right? Like it was almost like I wanted to be playing, but I knew I was too little. And he was like, from that moment on, he's like, this kid's gonna be a gamer. And wouldn't you know it, kind of dedicated my career to it. The rest is history, as they say. Bash says that they've been doing Ori in the Will of the Wisps. I have seen that game. So there's Ori the Will of the Wisps. There's Ori in the Tree of Life, I believe. There's 2 for sure, maybe 3. But they look just absolutely, they look gorgeous games. And they're platformers, so I think most people could get into them. That is secretly on my list of games I want to pick up at some point. That game just, it's like Have a Nice Death, just hand-drawn 2D masterpieces. And I'm sure the music is great. I'm sure the cinematics are great. I'm sure everything about that game is just... I'm surprised if it hasn't won more awards. I'm surprised that it doesn't, because it looks like it deserves them. She'll be sit up there and shout aggressively at me. Oh my gosh. Are you getting yelled at by your youngest? May I talk now? There you go. Oh, we timed out right now. I just assumed that a term was banned. I understand. 10/10 recommend surprisingly hard. It's funny you say that. Bash, a buddy of mine who I'm sure you've seen in the chat, Chemical Addiction, they have said like the game's too hard for them. Like I cannot get the controls down, and that's, I believe it. I believe it. Oh god, not a missive. Oh god, no. You wanna see concrete? Ooh, oh. There were lights on here that I didn't realize I could turn off. Oh, missed that. Hold on. I might have to go and double check that I don't have those on the ones inside too. Concrete cracked. 4th from the right. Okay, I definitely want to turn these lights off, because like this makes it look like it's a spaceship, right? I don't want it to look like a spaceship. So definitely want to turn those off. Let me check the ones inside. Every chat I send got removed automatically. That's one thing that will happen with the timeout. Like if I was to time out anybody, their previous messages, get inside. Uh-oh. Did I ruin something? I got it. Yeah, if anyone gets timed out, their previous messages got deleted. Okay, cool. No lights on the ones out inside. Let's make sure there's no lights on the ones outside. I wasn't timed out, though, because I could still chat. Weird. Weird. Then why did you say, can I talk now? There's a story not adding up here. I think I can edit both these materials at the same time. I can. Say 4th from the right, and we'll say UNSC concrete cracked. Automod shouldn't have deleted things automatically. Unless they were, you know, inappropriate. But hear me out. What if we don't say inappropriate stuff? Hear me out. Okay, so I can't confirm that since I couldn't read them. Okay, so we're looking for Y. We want 650. Okay, so I know they're all the same width now, the same positioning width-wise. That is confusing, Brain. That is very confusing. Huh. There's a little lip on the stairs themselves. That's fine. Yeah, that's... I do see the stuff that Automod like bans, like so, or not even bans, but like holds for me to read. So I do typically like, I can see what people are saying. I'm like, oh yeah, I can respond to that. Okay, so it looks like the railings are coming down to the base, which makes perfect sense to me. That sound... Let's move on. Let's move on. Maybe it's because you were still in timeout? I don't know. I do not know. Okay, so I just duplicated something and I don't know where it went. Is it on top of itself? Oh, it's almost on top of itself. So here's a question I don't like. Which is the one I want? We'll pretend it's the one that's at the full fancy number. 324. How about that? Not that it matters. I'm scooting it down here anyway. Mrs. Gory's good, actually. It's almost their turn to make supper soon. I made this white chicken cracked chili. Oh shoot! Last week, and it's not gone yet because I made a big old pot of it. But if we don't finish it tomorrow, then 80's good. Then we'll definitely be out of food on Thursday. So she's currently watching a little bit of Food Network with a little bit of the Barefoot Contessa, trying to figure out maybe what she might want to whip up when it's her turn to cook, because we take turns cooking for each other. Okay. So this isn't like a perfect... Oh, shoot. A perfect thing. But we're going to see how it goes. Ignore that HelloFresh sponsorship, friends. My sponsored streams won't be until tomorrow and then Thursday. There's a South Park episode about the Food Network? I'm not familiar, Brayden. What could you tell me about it? Listen, Lone Wolf, I will be giving away, or there will be a code. I'm not sorry. If you click that link, you will get 21 free meals. Like, that's a fact. You just gotta sign up. But I just can't say that I'm affiliated with that link at the moment, because I gotta give credit, like if it's a sponsored stream. And this isn't a sponsored stream. Tomorrow is going to be a sponsored stream. But not today. So this is what I'm talking about, where like it's not going to be perfect. I'll tell you what if I take this guy, unprefab him, take this one, duplicate it over, and then I use this as like a height gauge. Aaron's obsessed with the Food Network. I mean, I don't blame them. The Food Network is great. It's almost like not suitable for work. The type of stuff they put on there, it makes me hungry. That this one where Cartman pretends to be Guy Fieri. I don't think I've ever heard that one. Oh god, that sounds amazing. Okay, so this can be raised a little bit, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna raise it. Actually, now that I look at that, that looks really high. That looks fine. This one looks really high. Tell you what, let's scoot this one up a little bit. There we go. That looks about good. Can I make this like a nice, pretty even number? 90. 90 is a nice, pretty even number. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. You're gonna watch it before bed now? Oh, Chabs, do you have access to the whole collection? Watching 2 streams at once, brain, you're a madman. Out of control. I have Hulu? Okay. So what's funny is South Park used to include their episodes on southparkstudios.com. And then once I think streaming stuff really took off, like, yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore. We're gonna try making money. This crazy scheme. We're gonna actually get on board with some services here, which I get. I get it. Okay. That is looking darn good. Look at it. I mean, I gotta fix that guy. We're gonna do that right now. You have HBO? Okay, so it's HBO. Off the top of my head, I think the only thing that's on HBO that's like newish is the Game of Thrones spinoff. And as much as I love fantasy stuff, spinoffs though, like why? Are we out of ideas? Like George R.R. Martin hasn't even finished writing the books for Game of Thrones, from what I understand. Why are we doing this? But hey, what do I know? Just filthy casual. South Park used to be on Hulu, but they took it off. That's the one thing I don't love about streaming services, is that, and I was just talking to Coax about this literally like yesterday. They're simply a platform, right? Netflix is a platform. HBO is a platform. Hulu, sorry. Let me ignore HBO. Hulu, Netflix, they are just a platform. Their job is, their business model is to host the content that others have created, right? And as streaming has blown up, people like HBO are like, oh hey, we'll give you like the first 3 seasons of Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, but hey, if you want to kick the other 6 of them, you better come over to our service. So they give up free appetizers just so you can come over to their thing and get the main course, which is a great business strategy. But as a consumer, you're like, cool, like that's great and all, but I don't want to have a subscription to all these different providers, because at the end of the day, it's basically like I still have cable. And that's kind of what has happened. If you subscribe to Paramount and Disney and HBO and Netflix and Hulu and Stars and Cinemax and NFL and all that jazz, you're paying like $75 a month for a replacement to cable, which I hope you weren't paying more than $75 a month for to begin with. So it's a little bit of a complicated situation there for sure. I feel like Nickelodeon's got their own thing now. I think, yeah, everyone's on the bandwagon now. It's like the Incredibles thing, like with Syndrome. When everyone's special, no one is. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, when we all have a stream platform. We've got you all by the cojones. You've brought Last of Us on HBO? Honestly, I've never played the Last of Us games, but 1, there's zombies, which sold. 2, it takes place in Pittsburgh, where I kind of spent some of the best years of my adulthood so far. I went to school there, met my girlfriend there, lived there. George Romero, the daddy, the granddaddy, the godfather of zombies, is from Pittsburgh. Like, yeah, I want to play the Last of Us games. I just never did because, you know, it's a PlayStation exclusive. Unless it's on PC. But even then, like, I've never been a big PC gamer, so I'm a little bit behind the times on that aspect. Better late than never, as they say, right? Is this one still prefabbed? It's not zombies, it's a fungus. However, there are fungus that make people into zombies, and this exists in real life too. Safari jungle ant fungus zombies. There's a spore that like infects these ants. There it is, and it literally turns them into drones. They don't think for themselves. They don't eat food. They don't drink water. Their only goal is to like spread out and infect others. They don't control their bodies. It's literally a zombie fungus, and that exists in real life. Imagine if that evolved to like, you know, to be capable to infect humans, or some mad scientist in a lab was like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna try making this a thing. What if we just, you know, make it for humans?" So that's the thing. If you need anything else to worry about tonight before you go to bed. Oh, Brayden, is that the Buffalo Soldier, born in America, where he puts his meat wads in the microwave to give himself cancer? Oh, it's the same one in the Last of Us universe? I did not know that, AZ Wilco. I honestly did not know that. I just knew it existed in real life. I have my anxiety going, oh no, Brain, I hope that's not the case. No, I hope that's some crazy scientist isn't developing that, and I hope that it never gets that phase, but and that would be all kinds of a bad time. So this is good, but can it be better? So I'm going to do one of these where I scoot it to right here. I'm going to take these guys and scoot them to right here. And then I'll take these guys. Okay, I was afraid of that. But this is fixable. This is fixable. Ready? This guy looks way too fat. There's a thickness difference between the two. It's fine. We'll fix it. That happens sometimes when you're duplicating something you just prefabbed. It's like, scaling? What's scaling? I don't want to scale. Scaling is for the birds. Okay. So, speaking of prefabs, yeah, there's something wrong with this one. So, it should be 2-2, but it changes up to 2-3. That happens sometimes. Sorry about that, folks. That looks like the only place it happened. So here's another thing we're going to do. We are going to take you and you and you. Yes, right there. So this will end at the bottom of the railing. Okay, so don't freak out. I'm about to do some magical witchcraft here, and this is why this is the method of the madness. Give me just a second here. Alright, Wilco, I won't say the easy part. I'll try my best to just refer to you as Roger, Wilco, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Gamma, Kilo, Indigo, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, October, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, Yankee, X-Ray, 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 Yankee, Zulu. I won't, Roger, Wilco. I'll only call you Wilco. G is gaming. G is golf? I thought it was Gamma. It is golf. And O is Oscar. What did I say for O? I can't remember. Can't remember. A sense of humor of a third grader laughing at the ball and poop jokes. I'm not freaking out. You're freaking out. Just for Gordon to play Iron Bread on stream. Oh gosh, I already play Getting Over with Bennett Foddy. That's I think rage-inducing enough. You're gonna question a vet? I mean, we both work for the military, friend. If anything, it's been a while for you. Wilco it is, Wilco. It's just easy to remember the beginning part of any or it's easy to say the beginning part of any person's screen name here on Twitch because it's the first thing that pops up, right? So it's just easier, but I will do my best to go for Wilco first instead of AZ Wilco. And what's the sign of my petition? Is it a petition? Or is it like, how do we describe something where we try to get into effect here? Okay. I'm going to prefab this, and if this all works well, it'll duplicate without breaking. Oh, you got your mic? I know you, I saw the picture of it. It looked pretty sweet. Have you hooked it up and all that stuff yet? Why? That's not part of the prefab. Why is that duplicating too? It's whatever. We'll fix this. We'll fix this. It's all hooked up. Nice, Braden, nice. Okay, so this one is at the elevation of 521.90. So we'll put this one at the elevation of 521.90. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yep. Minute and 48. Or an hour 48. Okay. And then we're at 6 to 180 forward, and we're at 6 to 180. No? No? $110.90. $110.90. There we go. Okay, cool. So look at that. We built one railing, and we used that railing to build a second railing. I would say I'm pretty happy with that. That's looking pretty good. Suppose I haven't used peppermint extract since 2021. That's actually pretty impressive, Brayden. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so if I was a support structure, would I be in the corner or would it be dead center? I'd be dead center. Let's put it at 132 flat. How about that? Oh, some ramen? Ooh, only if it's spicy ramen, Brayden. That would be most scrumdiddlyumptious. Scrumptious. Okay, so here's a little problem. We're getting some Z fight, not Z fighting. I don't think anyone ever noticed this. It doesn't matter. This is gonna be terrain anyway. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Did someone say chocolate? Chocolate. Let me scoot this down because there is like a little bit of a seam here. Got it. Lone Wolf, I know why I was thinking gamma. Gamma's the Greek letter for G. Like epsilon and omega and delta and beta and alpha. I confused my Greek with my military. My NATO. Son of a bulldog. Fine, I've been trying to catch you all day. You boys all day. I'd like to buy all of your chocolate. Fancy living, here we come. La 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 la. What is that? What are they selling? Chocolate. Chocolate. Did you say chocolate? Ah, sweet chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate. I always hated it.
You rub it on your skin and you live forever.
No, no. Live forever, you say? I'll take one.
I hate you.
It's also the name of the grandma of Gambit. Is it really? I didn't know that, Lone Wolf.
Once upon a time, there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly, everyone died. The end.
You feel better? No, they made me feel worse. I already know what word it was at this time. I have phonetic alphabets at work every day. Lone Wolf, it's funny you say that because like if I'm on the phone with customer service and I need to tell them numbers and letters, I do use the NATO alphabet because if I say like, oh, C, they're like, oh, do you say G? I'm like, no, C. That doesn't help anybody. But if I'm like, oh, Charlie, Delta. Like, oh, B. I'm like, no, D. B. B as in boy. Like, so just speaking, like, oh, what's your 12-digit code? Charlie, Alpha, Echo, Delta, 1, 2. They're like, oh, there's no mistaking it. And what's funny is, even if an employee is just speaking that code to you for you to write down, chances are they will say D is in Daniel, B is in Benjamin. Like, the service industry has started to like understand that just letters are insufficient for verbal communication. Yes, yes, yes. No, it is. What's funny is, so my girlfriend, when I was studying for my exams, would help me study, and she catches herself all the time using the NATO alphabet, and she's like, Sean, I effing hate you. I foxtrot hate you. Yes, yes. No, honestly, I don't know if it's super helpful for people, especially who are speaking a foreign language or who are overseas. Yes, it is super, super helpful. Brilliant. SpongeBob went downhill after Steven Hillenburg's death. Rest in peace. By the way, you absolute legend. You made my childhood and many others. I didn't know of a particular person's death involved with SpongeBob. I know the creator, like, who voices SpongeBob themselves, is alive. They voice Squanchy, I think, in Rick and Morty. So like the creator of SpongeBob is alive and well, but so I'm curious, Brayden, who is this lost person that we speak of? Oh, so Steven Hilbert made the show. Is that who voices SpongeBob? Tell me more, friend. Increase my brain capacity. Fill it with knowledge. I wish to learn things. Tell me, traveler. What is it you seek? Potion seller. Need your strongest potions. My potions are too strong for you, traveler. You're too weak. Potion seller, I'm telling you this. Going into battle, I need your strongest potions. My potions will kill a man. You cannot handle my potions. Potion seller. Don't mind me, friends. I'm just losing my mind over here. So see this guy right here. This guy right here. Size appropriately. This guy here. This blue one. Halo Infinite's like, now we're going to change its dimensions. So I'm going to ungroup it, and look at that. It should be a 0.2. There's a 0.3. That one looks fine. You look fine. We already resolved this once. Like, don't make me do this again. So Tom Kenny is the voice of SpongeBob. I understand. So he's in the creator. He's just the voice. I assumed that the voice, SpongeBob themselves, were also the creator, but I can understand that it's two different people. Well, I'm sad to hear that the creator is no longer with us, and I can't argue that things change over time. But what are you gonna do? Tom Kenny's just an actor? Yes. I assume they were one and the same. SpongeBob movie video game needs a remake? Ooh, Wilco. So, please tell me you follow Mint Blintz on either Instagram or YouTube or anywhere. But they do a lot of videos of them doing, first off, just crazy trick shots in Halo. Like, if I ever am doing matchmaking and Mint Blintz is in the match, just sit down and wait for it to be over. They are a machine. They can 720 no scope like easier than you can blink. But they do post a lot of stuff with mods, or even like showcasing some stuff that people have done in Forge. And sure enough, someone pulled in Bikini Bottom from one of the SpongeBob games, and you're running around getting double kill, triple kill, kill-tacular inside of Bikini Bottom with the Krusty Krab in the background. And not like a Krusty Krab someone made in Forge, but like a very clearly imported model of the Krusty Krab and the Chum Bucket and everything. Textures, the whole 9 yards. Like, it's too funny. Oh, you do follow Mint? Perfect. So you know exactly what I'm talking about, Wilco. Are they better than me and Lunar combined? First off, Chabs. You are good. Lunar is good. You guys aren't by any means undefeatable. Mint Blitz, they aren't human, Chabs. I'm sure one of us have shared their clips in my Discord, and if we haven't, definitely look it up. Just look up Mint Blitz, like MINTBLITZ. It's inhuman. It's like how good Ninja is at Fortnite is how good Mint Blitz is at Halo. It is inhuman. I could quit my job today and spend 40 hours a week for the next year playing exclusively Halo. Mint Blitz would still run circles around me and spank my bottom. My good Mr. Corey? That's a good question, Brayden. We've only played Halo together like for such a brief time, and the games we play are like dumb stuff like Super Mario, Mario Kart, Duck Hunt. You know, like we're not doing anything where it's like, all right, time to get nitty gritty. And even when we are, it's like there's a greater goal here. Like we're testing things. You know, like I'm never actually trying to kill people. I'm just like, ooh, look at this map. Wow, look what they did here. Blah. And then someone kills me. Now, when I get serious, people die. People die. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, Wilco, that's very well put. He makes us look like we might as well just be standing still. All right, gang. We got a good bit of progress done on these stairs. They are by no means done. I need to finish this little bit here. And I need to do this bit along here, which will be like a fenced in zone, and we gotta put some planks up here. But we made some good progress, and this looks infinitely better than the primitive, really fat, girthy boys we had here. So I've got no complaints. And also, can I just say, we didn't crash once this entire stream. Wow. Alright, gang. We have been streaming for a full 2 hours here now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the outro screen. We're going to talk to you a little bit more about Extra Life, as we do. And yeah, we'll say goodbye. We'll find someone to raid together, and we'll turn our party into their party. Don't go anywhere, friends. We're about to say good night.
But the lesson I want you to learn is it doesn't matter what you look like. You can be tall or short, or fat or thin, or ugly, or handsome, like your father. You can be black or yellow or white. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character.
All right, friends. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and drop a raid on a friend of ours. Their name is Dragon's Lair. Not to be confused with Dragon Slayer, unless it is, in fact, Dragon Slayer. We're going to go ahead and drop a raid on them. They're currently doing a little bit of Final Fantasy. And when I say like Final Fantasy, I mean like the OG Final Fantasy. So we're going to go ahead and drop a raid on them. And not only are they playing games here, but they're also healing kids because they're a fellow Extra Lifer. So we're going to go ahead and drop them some love and make sure that they feel welcome here. That's going to be it for me here today for our Monster Monday broadcast. We will be back tomorrow for our Tombstone Tuesday broadcast. And this is going to be a very special sponsored stream by HelloFresh. And if you guys want to find out more information from that, check out in my Instagram page, check out the Discord, and, just tune in and find out more information about it. I did just drop some information right here in the chat for us to copy here and paste over into Dragon's Lair or Dragon Slayer's stream once we get there. But you guys, that has been it for me this evening. As always, there has never been anyone like you. There is no one like you, and there will never be anyone like you. Love yourselves, love each other. I love you. We will see you all next time. Have yourselves a good evening. Stay spooky. And if you excuse me, I'll get back in my coffin. We will see you all later. Have a good evening.